Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's new makeup releases where I'm going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, sneak peeked and announced the past, well, 2 weeks. Because I did have a little break last week because I was off on vacation, and if you want to see the vlog about that, part 1 is already up on my vlog channel. All that is in the description box. But we have a lot of things to go through this week, so I hope you brought a snack. And if this is your first video here, if this is the first time you're on my channel, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty and makeup. I love everything beauty and makeup related. I love playing with color, especially. I'm very very colorful today. I love finding new brands, finding new things, but also finding new old things, like old favorites in our collection. Don't forget the things you already love, and if you want to see some more makeup content on your timeline, don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos a week. I feel like I forgot how to YouTube. Like, I forgot how to do this. So if you feel like I'm a bit out of the loop or something like that, I am. I forgot how to do this. I mean, that's the sign of a really good vacation. I did have a couple of videos up yesterday with this look right here. That is with the Colourpop and Tinkerbell collection. I will link everything that's on my face in the pinned comment. The first pinned comment that's going to be underneath this video. There I'll also put the link to the actual tutorial because I did put that live yesterday. Or at least that's my plan, to put it live yesterday. And I also had a chat get ready with me on Wednesday where I was chatting about my honeymoon that we had. And like I said, the first vlog is already up. This is gonna be probably, this is me guessing. That's my share. I'm not farting. That's my share. It's dying. I think that this is gonna be a really long episode. I hope you brought a snack or a drink or a friend or a blanket. Maybe even your overnight bag, because I feel like this is going to be a long one. I have saved so many things that I want to talk about, and usually I try to put them like in the order that I feel like talking about them, but I feel like this week I'm just gonna take all of these in the order that I saved them, because I feel like otherwise I'm gonna miss some things. So this is in literally no particular order whatsoever. It is in the order, well, it is in a particular order. It's the order that I saved them. So if you feel like I should have talked about some things more in the beginning of the video, I can't, because it's so many things. So with that being said, let me scoochie to the side. Oh my god, I forgot how to do this. Oh, this chair, I swear this chair is dying on me. Is this okay? Am I okay? Am I in frame? Somewhat. I forgot how to do this. Let's just quickly start with this one, because this is one of the things that I just had saved. I think I saved this during my vacation, and this is the I Heart Revolution and Winx Club sneak peek collaboration. I think I'm too old for Winx Club. And here's the thing. Here's how I think I know that I'm too old for this. It's because I don't know what this is. This is a TV series, right? Or are these toys? Or is it a TV series based on toys? Or is it toys based on a TV series? Or is this something else? Is this a computer game? I don't know. I don't know what this is, but if you love this, it's coming soon. I have no idea what this is. Oh my god, age is catching up with me, okay? I don't know what this is. It's coming soon. This is something, I think I even commented under this one. Did I comment under this one? I feel like I commented under this one. Because this is the Too Faced Spring Collection. Listen, Jared, you are not Gucci. You're not Gucci. Stop showing spring collections in August. Okay? You're not that. You're not. Sit down. Sit down and keep your spring collections to yourself. We all know that you're working on spring collections, okay? We all know that, but no one cares. No one cares. It looks like a typical Too Faced palette with a pop of a mint and a pop of a purple. I think I commented on this one. Did I not comment on this one? Or did she take my comment away? She might have taken my comment. Sometimes comments get mysteriously deleted. But I think I commented something along the line of like, can we not? For the love of everything, can we not? But yeah, I don't see my comment there, so it has mysteriously disappeared. There is another, didn't we talk about the Bobbi Brown and Monopoly collab? And now HipDot is doing a collab with, listen, this is HipDot's Game Night collection. It has a Ouija board. Some of y'all's childhoods might be messed up if you think Ouija board is a game night. Who's bringing out an Ouija board at game night? I'm not mad. I just want to talk. I have questions, and one of them is a plate. Who named this game night? It's Ouija board, Play-Doh, and Monopoly. Is HipDot okay? Like, are you alright? Do you need help? HipDot and Game Night collection is already available. Monopoly, Play-Doh, Ouija board. It's okay, I have questions too. It's okay, you can be confused. I will, per usual, I will put everything in the description box. I might be short on space, so I might shorten some of these things, but I will leave links to everything. And if you want to shop through my links, it really does help out my channel. I will leave links to all the things that I can down below. But game night? Does game night not mean the same thing in the US as it does in Sweden? Okay, this is Butter Buddies by Phycisians Formula. It's like the bad shade range from Phycisians Formula had a baby with Polly Pocket. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. There is a highlighter, illuminating powder, blush, banana powder, bronzer, and mattifying powder. So it's like one bronzer, one blush, three powders, and a highlight. Who said this was okay? I mean, they're cute, but who is this? Well, we all know who this is for. This is for white chicks. But it's weird. Isn't it weird? Who comes up with... okay, well, Phycisians Formula does, apparently. This might be available. I'll link it down below. I mean, it's cute, but... in 2021? Really? That's what we're doing? Here's a brand that seems to have... maybe too late realized that maybe you should do things in more than one shade, and this is the Holiday Collection 2021 by Hourglass. They are coming out with 3 different palettes. So 2 of the bigger ones that they usually have a holiday. I kind of like the packaging for this year. Am I the only one who kind of likes the packaging for this year? It seems to be like one of those palettes that they usually do. A bronzer, I think it's like a highlighter, a powder, and 2 blushes. I feel like that is standard. Isn't that what Hourglass usually does? This is available. And then there is a ambient lighting palette volume 3. And this one has 3 darker shades. Like, I personally don't know if this will work on like every deep skin tone, but at least I know that this palette is too deep for me. And I'm a medium foundation today, so that's something, I guess. At least they're making something that's darker than medium. You're gonna have to let me know. I took a little break from Hourglass because I felt like it was just too much, and I felt like they were not really listening to what the consumers were wanting. I feel like this is the step in the right direction. I'm feeling like maybe I'd give them another chance. I usually don't say goodbye to brands forever. I more like take a break, like I take a pause and then I press record again or press play again if I feel like I want to try it again. And I do feel like this is nice. I mean, it's a step in the right direction. You're gonna have to let me know what you think. I will link it down below in case you're interested. This was fun. This is one of those things that's in my watch later list, and that is the new brand by Nikki Tutorials. I think it's called Nimya. That's how I would pronounce it. Nikki is Dutch, and Dutch and Swedish does have a similar... some sounds are very similar between Dutch and Swedish, so I do feel like it would be Nimya. I haven't watched this video. This was announced as I was on my vacations. I wasn't able to watch it, but I'm intrigued to see. This is a skincare slash beauty brand by Nikki Tutorials. It has a cooling eye stick, a moisturizing cream, glow serum, set it and forget it setting spray, and a blow before you go fan. I think they look nice. I mean, I'm not in the market for skincare right now. I was sent the entire range from Juvia's Skin. Let us actually talk about that as well just after this. So right now I'm trying that out. My goal is to use that every day for a month or like maybe for 4 weeks. I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work out, but and see if I feel like it's a good range or not. So right now I'm not at all in the market for new skincare. I really like the orange and blue. They are opposite colors. I think it looks very aesthetically pleasing. I am interested to see reviews. I'm interested in seeing what people think about this brand because I feel like it could be nice. The prices are not that crazy. It ranges from, well, 15 for the fan, but that doesn't count, but $22, $37, $30, $25. It's it's not a budget brand, but it's also not a luxury brand. It's more like a mid-range brand, I feel like. I'm excited. I think it's pretty cool. I wonder where she ships from. Again, I should really watch that video. It's in my watch later. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm excited for Nikki. Congratulations, Nikki, for launching your brand. This is something that I'm definitely keeping my eye on. Right now, I'm not in the market for skincare, but I think it looks really pretty. Let's talk about the Juvia's Place skincare. I actually have it here. Listen. I have it here next to me. I have all the pieces. I'm not gonna pull it out here, but I started filming a video, like I started filming the intro, and I'm gonna be using the skincare for, well, a month or 4 weeks, whatever works best with my planning, and I'm gonna let you know which products I liked, which products I didn't like, and how I felt about the brand after a month. And I'm also gonna show you like before and after, if my skin is improving or if it's the same. And if it's the same, that's great, because I do like my skin. I don't have a problem with that. What I would have a problem with is if I feel like it feels worse after a month, because I do have pretty nice skin. Am I allowed to say that? Are you allowed to toot your own horn like that? I have pretty nice skin. I like my skin. So I did get that sent to me as PR. They did tell me that they were sending it to me as PR, so I had that package here waiting for me when I get back from vacation. So there is gonna be a video about that, but it's gonna be in a month. But just know that I have it, and if you are interested in seeing a full rundown of the brand, it's coming. I want to say soon, but that's not true. Soonish. I think my affiliate code works on that as well. My affiliate code with Juvia's Place is Angelica, which is my first name, and that will save you 10% on Juvia's Place, and I think Juvia's Skin as well. Not 100% sure. I will leave it down below. I should really check on that, but I'm not 100% sure how that works. Let's talk about this one. This is something that we all saw. This is, I think, a new mini palette, and from what I can see here, it says the Metropolis eyeshadow palette plus shadow brush gift set. This is from Natasha Denona. I mean, there's a lot of like these posts of like holiday things coming out, but a new mini palette from Natasha Denona of the Metropolis. If this is new shades, if these are new shades, I'm getting it. If it's existing shades, I'm not gonna get it. And I don't even know if it's a mini palette or if it's one of her 5-pan palettes. Not 100% sure, but if it is new shades, I'm getting it. If it is existing shades, I'm not gonna get it. That's how I feel about that. I don't exactly know when it's coming, but keep your eyes open, because that is coming soonish, I guess. I mean, holiday collections are coming out now because people need time to like plan for Christmas. So that's usually why holiday collections come out a bit early, because otherwise retail wouldn't be able to like get their act together for holiday. This is something that I'm also very intrigued in trying. This is the Hydra Grip eyeshadow and concealer primer by Milk Makeup. I have grown to really like the Hydra Grip primer. Like, it's a really good primer, and if this one is a gripping primer but for your eyeshadow and also maybe for your concealer to help it maybe last longer and keep it from creasing, like, I'm intrigued. I'm super intrigued. I think I will be trying this one out. I have seen it on Cult Beauty as like coming soon. I'm not sure if this is available. Yeah, this is available in the US. I will link it down below, but if you are living in Europe or somewhere else that Cult Beauty ships to, just know that it shows that it's coming to Cult Beauty soon. This is very exciting, and this is the collaboration between Sigma Beauty and Disney's Cinderella. When I was on vacation, I got the message that I had a Sigma package waiting for me, and I was kind of thinking it was this, but it wasn't. It was something else. It was something that I already had. I don't know why brands do that, like why they send out things that they've already sent out again. I mean, it's going in the giveaway pile, but I don't understand really why that happens. I thought it was this collection, and I'm a smidgen disappointed that it wasn't. I might pick this up. I'm gonna see. I know my friend Karen Harris did a video on this because she was sent the collection as PR, so I will look and see how she feels about it, and I might pick it up when it comes to Europe. Probably, I don't know. Will I? If it's good quality, yeah, I probably will. I probably will, because I did really like the color story. I just probably will not do, like, I won't buy the entire collection. I won't probably do like a dedicated video on it, because Sigma usually takes some time before it comes to Europe, so it will just probably be too many videos up. But I do think the collection looks really, really pretty, and if the shadow palette is a nice quality one, I probably will get it and use it in somehow. Or maybe not, because I'm really overwhelmed with eyeshadow. Maybe it's a good thing it was sent to me, now that I'm thinking of it. Ugh. sometimes it's so hard, like you look at something and you're like, oh, it's so pretty, I wish I could own it, and then like there's this little voice in the back of your head that's like, listen girl, you don't need any more makeup, maybe you should be happy you don't have it. And those two voices, they're like fighting in the back of my head right now. But I do think this collection looks really pretty. I think it looks really pretty, so I am on the fence. And there are other things in this collection as well. There's like a blush and highlighter duo, there's some brushes, I think glosses, I'm not 100% sure. It looks really pretty. It is available now. I do have a code with Sigma. I don't know if it works on this collection. It should. I haven't seen. I think it's only like collaborations with different influencers that the code doesn't work on, but my code is Angelica and it should save you 10% off at Sigma. I think. I will link it down below. I do think this is really pretty. Makeup Geek has relaunched a bunch of their foiled shadows that they had before in the new square pans. I really pans? Not pants. Pants. I really hope that they will come out with their duochromes again, because I really like the duochromes that they had. I feel like they are playing catch up, like they're releasing everything in the new formula in the new square pans, and I feel like they're playing a bit catch up. These are all great shades. The High Wire, Charm, Jester, Epic, Magic Act, Fortune Teller, Untamed, and Curtain Call. These are all really great shades, and I think I have all of them in the old formula, so I think these are really good. And if you were looking to create your own palette, like Makeup Geek has a really good tool for that, and the formula is one of my favorite formulas. I really hope that they will re-release their duochromes. I really hope that they would do that, because I feel like that is something that would really complement their brand at this point. But that's just me. There's a new collab between Midas Cosmetics and Kole MUA. It's called Served Soft Eyeshadow Palette. It is already available at Midas Cosmetics. This is a very typical warm brown neutral palette. This is not something for me. As a working makeup artist, I totally see why this palette would be so helpful when you're doing like clients. For me, this is something that I would not get any use out of, so I am definitely skipping on that one. There's also a new palette from Ace Beauté. This is called Falling For You. It is available. It is $34.99 US. This again is also more of a warm. This has some pop. This is, according to me, just a little bit more adventurous than the other palette, but still not something that I would pick up. A lot of you have been asking me about the new formula from Ace Beauté. They did put a date when everything was going to be the new formula on the website. You're going to have to check their Instagram, but from what I gather, they are now selling the new formula on the website. But double check. Don't take my word for it. Double check to make sure that's actually true. They did reach out to me and they said that, because they sent me a couple of the new formulated ones for me to try out, to get some feedback, and they said that they were going to send me all of the ones that were newly formulated, I think, or at least some of them, because the ones I got wasn't like finalized. So if I get them, I'll do like a swatch video and show you all of them. I don't have any of the old formula ones left though, because I didn't like the old formula. I was one of the people that didn't like the old Ace Beauté formula, so I actually gave them all away. They have been rehomed to friends and like former co-workers, so I actually don't think I have any of the old formula ones left. So I can't compare the old to the new formula, but I can tell you that I didn't like the old formula and I really do like the new formula. So that's like the quick rundown. Quick rundown of like old versus new. For some reason, Too Faced decided to release these two palettes for holiday, Christmas Coffee and Forbidden Fruitcake. They are... First of all, why are these two palettes so similar? Like, they're two different palettes. Sure, Jan, if you tell me so, but honestly, like, there's not a lot of difference between these two. It is a neutral palette with a pop of red and a pop of green, and it's like, I guess one of the reds is a shimmer and one is a matte. It's like, who, what, why? I mean, the packaging is cute, but it's very generic, but I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Too Faced as a brand is pretty generic. Is that mean? Am I mean? I'm really trying to not be mean, but it's just not a brand that I'm super intrigued by. But I know that other people really love the brand. I find it hard to be excited by things that I have seen a million times before. I went out to get something to drink and Ricardo is baking. Baking. Who is this man? This is the new Blend Bunny Cosmetics Surge eyeshadow palette. I got a lot of tags in this one. And I really like this palette. I really like how this looks. My friend Karen Harris has been going on and on about how much she loves the Blend Bunny palette. The other one, the first one, which was an all matte palette, this has a row of shimmers. I like that there is a row of like pastels, and there are two like more moody, grungy colors. One that is super dark, and then there's a shimmery one, and then there's one that's like a neon one. It looks incredible, but I do not want another palette to review right now. And that's, again, probably why it's a good thing that that Sigma palette did not get sent to me. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to just not buy everything that I think is pretty. I do think this palette looks really cool, and it is a combination of colors that I have not seen before. It looks incredibly cool. It is $43, which is pretty expensive palette, and for me to order this from the US and get it here, it would cost me probably over $100, and I'm not looking for that right now, even though I think it looks absolutely incredible. I'm trying to reel it in a little bit because I have so many things that I want to spend more time with, that I want to film more with. This is another palette, and this actually looks really cute, and this is new at the drugstore, and this is Flower Beauty's Forbidden Fruit. This is $15, pretty affordable. I have no idea how the quality is on this one, but this is one of those things. If I see it on my timeline, somebody reviewing this palette, definitely clicking on that video, definitely watching. I don't know where you can buy Flower Beauty in Europe. I'm guessing maybe Boots or something. It's not available in Sweden at least, and I think that Cult Beauty has Honest Beauty but not Flower Beauty. It looks cute. Again, not looking to buy something new, but it looks cute. I like how it looks. It's just not something that I'm gonna jump through burning hoops to try and get. This is another holiday collection. This one is from Bobbi Brown. That Monopoly collection that we talked about 2 weeks ago, I think that is an Asia exclusive, but this is the holiday collection from Bobbi Brown, and it seems to be quite a few different things, and I honestly think that I still have not seen the Bobbi Brown, and you have tagged me like that it's available in the US, but I haven't seen it in Europe yet, the Bobbi Brown and Ola Johnson collection. That one I am interested in. These duos with the highlighter and the shimmery one that looks like a pressed, the one that looks like a baked one, those look really pretty. Mini extra lip tints, those also look really good. Like, I mean, all the palettes are too nude, like too neutral for my liking. They're also pretty light. It's not something that I like, but I do think that a lot of people would look at this and be like, oh, this is a perfect palette for me to use, not only during holiday season, but like the rest of 2022. But I do like the look of those face duos, and that lip kit looks beautiful. Again, I'm not against this. I'm not gonna buy the palettes, but I do think it looks pretty, and I feel like it could be appealing to a lot of people. But I'm more having my eye on that Ola Johnson collection. I really hope it comes to Europe. I really hope it does. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to get that as soon as I can get it in Europe. These are new Ultra Precision lip pencils by Melt Cosmetics. I'm not surprised that they're releasing lip pencils. I'm also not surprised that they're wooden lip pencils, because I think that both of the owners are makeup artists by trade, and wooden pencils are easier for makeup artists because you can just sharpen them, and they are like new and fresh when you're using them on a client. And also it's a lot easier to get a precise line with the wooden pencil. More than often, I prefer a lip pencil that you can sharpen over one that you can't. Although I will say that I have tried quite a few like twist up lip pencils the past 2 years that I've really been enjoying. Before I didn't like any of them. This one looks really interesting. Not in the market for new lip pencil right now, but I mean, I can't say no to a good nude on me lip pencils. I never say never. It could totally happen. I really like the range as well, that it goes from a really light nude to a really dark nude and then a red. I feel like Melt does nude undertones really good. Like, they are like cool but still wearable. Yeah, I really like the undertones and the colors that Melt usually brings out, so never say never. I might get it. It is available. I will link it down below. Is this the first Colourpop thing we're talking about? The Plush Like Me? this palette, it's called the Plush Like Me collection, inspired by the 90s. I can definitely see that. These kind of burgundy browns were definitely something that people were wearing. The packaging is beautiful, and I think some of the details on the palette is like a little flocked. You know that flock? Oh my god, did you have those flock, like those velvet posters on your, like on the walls of your room when you were a kid? Because I did. I definitely did. These are blush sticks, lipsticks, lip pencils, a soul body powder highlighter, and a palette. I don't need any of this. If you like burgundies and more neutral colors and like them to be a little on the grungy leaning side, maybe this could be for you. I do like that it goes from really light to really dark. None of the lip colors are really like appealing to me as I see them, so this is a collection that for me is very easy to skip, but I can totally see that it could be up somebody else's alley. It's just not for me. I don't need this. Oh, this is something that I have. Should I bring them out? Where do I have them? I have them here somewhere. I will link down below because I did a full reel on Instagram when I was watching the new Majestics by LH Cosmetics. These came out in 5 different shades. Really beautiful shades. I liked all the shades, and you can see them swatched on my Instagram. I will leave a link to that down below if you want to see them swatched. These are creamy, pigmented, really beautiful on the lips, very comfortable. I really like this formula. I thought it was a really good formula. It is available. I'll link it down below. And I have seen that Linda has used them as like cream blush as well. It's nice. My favorite is the sepia one. I think the sepia one is beautiful. It is that brown color in the middle here. So beautiful. But yeah, if you want to see swatches of all of them, I will leave a link to it down below. Honestly, yeah, I really thought that this was a good release. LH Cosmetics usually does really good lip products, so I can't say that I'm surprised, but yeah, really like those. This is, I'm gonna make an exception. This is something that I am definitely getting as soon as this comes to Beauté. I will be getting, I can't believe how many tags I got in this one. Can't believe how many tags I got in the new bPerfect Cosmetics. It's called the Scorched Blusher and the Dimension Polar Vortex. What is this called? The Dimension Collection. Scorched Blushes and Polar Vortex Highlighters. Those are really... Those names are choice. Those names are choice. There is an orange blush. There's an orange blush, and I also think the highlighters look really pretty. I want to see if this is... I don't think that this is the same highlighter formula as they had in the Carnival 3 collection that came out last year. I think this is a baked highlight formula. I think I need this. Wait, let me rephrase. I think I need this, but I want to get it. I want to get one of the highlighters and one of the blushes. Usually bPerfect Cosmetics comes to Beauté, but it usually takes like a couple of weeks, a month after it's been released on their site. So I will link down below where it's going to be available at Beauté. If I don't think it's there right now, but check the link and see, because Beauté does ship worldwide, and yeah, I will be picking up at least 2 of these. I'm saying at least. Don't come for me. These look pretty. This is a new eyeshadow palette. Well, this is the first eyeshadow palette, I think, from Gucci Beauty. This is Beauté de Je... How do you say that? Je? I've read French for 5 years and I don't know. Beauté de Je Floral Eyeshadow Palette. Beauty of the Eyes. Or Beautiful Eyes? Beauty of the Eyes. I don't know. Listen, I'm trying. This is the first eyeshadow palette by Gucci. This is... The packaging is enormous, but it's very Gucci. So I feel like sometimes when like luxury brands, and especially designer brands, like you're buying into the experience. You're buying into the experience of Gucci. So I mean, it doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look horrible. I don't hate this color scheme. There is a couple of pops, and there is a matte black and a matte white. It's not for me though. Like, I don't need this, but I don't think it looks horrible. Usually luxury and like designer brand eyeshadows, usually those are not what I'm looking for. They're usually not this. This is what I'm looking for. Opaque, colorful brights, and that's usually not what you get from those kind of brands, so I am opting out. But I don't hate it. I just don't love it. I'm indifferent. I'm Switzerland. This is a collection between Morphe and Ashley Strong, who's known as Strash Me. I think that's how you pronounce it on Instagram. She won the influencer competition that YouTube had. I don't know if you remember that, which was very funny because I was already following her on Instagram when she was on that. Like, she had already done, like, I mean, she was already on a couple of PR lists. She was already known, like, she had a pretty big Instagram account. So I felt like it was a little bit weird putting her together with some of these other influencers that she was competing with, because I feel like she was already known. Like, she already were on PR lists, she was already doing jobs and sponsorships, she was already way bigger than I'll probably ever be. So I felt like it was a little bit, I don't want to say weird, but it didn't feel like it was fair. Let's put it like that. I do like her color scheme that she's doing with Morphe. I think this palette looks really pretty. I love these colors together. I have not had the best luck with Morphe eyeshadow, so I think I'm gonna opt out. Not only because I don't want to review more eyeshadow, I'm not the biggest fan of Morphe. I do like that the Cake Liner palette is a palette on its own. I honestly think that this is really pretty. I think that she made a good selection of colors. I'm just not looking to purchase. This made a lot. I have heard rumors about this before, but a lot of people were really surprised about this, and had I not heard the rumors, I probably would have been really surprised as well. And that is that some of the products from Becca Cosmetics is now going to be available at Smashbox. Both Becca and Smashbox are owned by Estee Lauder, but this is not the first time in the history of makeup that something like this has happened, that like a brand under an umbrella has been taking over some products when they've been going under. It's not the first time that has happened, but I think a lot of people were really surprised about this, and I also think a lot of people were really excited about this, because the Shimmering Skin Perfector, like the pressed highlighter, and the Under Eye Brightening Corrector that is going to be extended with more shades, those are now going to be available at Smashbox. What I think is a little bit, I don't want to say confusing, but it's like, how long are they going to keep this up, is that the packaging still looks like a Becca packaging, and it says Smashbox Heart Becca. How long are you going to keep that charade up? Because in a couple of years, maybe 5 years, nobody is gonna really think of Becca anymore. Maybe they'll update the packaging, that I have no idea, but I do like that they're coming out with new shades in the under eye corrector. I think this is a good thing. A lot of people were worried that their favorite highlighter, their favorite under eye corrector is gonna be gone. I kind of hope that the skin tint is gonna come. Are you taking requests? Are you taking requests at this point? Because I would love that tint to come to Smashbox too. I think that Smashbox is another brand that is probably not doing great, and for them to be receiving some hero products from Becca might be a way to create some more noise around that brand, because like I said, Estee Lauder does own both of these brands, and now Becca is gone. So let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's weird? Are you happy to see this? I haven't made up my mind yet. I haven't made up my mind yet what I feel about this. Oh my god, people were going bananas over the new holiday collection by McGrath. The eyeshadow palette, the big one, is called the Celestial Odyssey palette. It is heavily $8, which is a lot of money. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. The blush trios look very, very nice. It's Galactic Sun has Divine Rose, Desert Orchid, Golden Nectar, and then Amber Allure is Love Struck, Paradise Venus, and Venus Nectar. I feel like these are existing shades. Am I wrong? I feel like these are existing shades, but they look beautiful. Or maybe some shades. I need to do some research. There's also a single highlighter. There is 2 eyeshadow quads. That eyeshadow palette, it's too big, it's too many shimmers, it's not what I'm looking for. I think some people that really loved the palette from last year is gonna look at this and be like, yes, it's exactly what I want. But again, it's like too many shimmers, and I like doing a look with like 3-4 mattes and 1-2 shimmers, and I feel like this palette is made for people that's the opposite. 1-2 mattes and 3-4 shimmers, and that's not me. And $78 for something that I'm not like die hard excited about. Will say though, those little trios for the skin. Might get one of those. If you saw my Get Ready With Me on Wednesday, you saw that I tried one of the blushes, and the blush is beautiful. So as long as I don't get that shade again in one of the trios, I could definitely be interested in that. Should I just quickly mention, listen, I have it here, I'll quickly mention it. This is the fall collection by Jeffree Cosmetics. This is the pricked palette and some liquid lipsticks, and his collections are always so big. Liquid lipsticks, mirrors, blah 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 blah, glosses, so many things. This eyeshadow palette is so generic, although I do understand why. I mean, all brands probably feel like they need one of these warm nude, nude-ish palettes with some oranges. I get it. I feel like even before he was like universally not universally, but by a lot of people that like saw him for what I honestly think he is, which is not a very good person. I feel like he was known for making interesting color stories, like go out there. He was out there, and I feel like his past like 4 releases has been lazy, boring, predictable. And this packaging is awful. It's a purse. Who asked for that? Who asked for your eyeshadow palette to be a purse? No, don't want that. Will say though, I am a big lover of orange lips. The lip colors are beautiful, but I am not purchasing from Jeffree Cosmetics. So there are so many orange lipsticks out there to be purchased. I really do not need to buy from him. This is something that I'm interested in. This is from Sunday Riley. This is the 5 stars Retinoid and Niacinamide Eye Serum. Wrinkle Fighting Eye Serum. Sign me the fluff up. This, yes, this. $65. Ooh. Didn't know I had to sell organs to buy an eye cream, but should not be surprised. It is available now. Yeah, this is, I think I will be trying this one. I'm not making full sentences. I think I will be trying this one. Like I said, I'm doing a full month of trying the Juvia's Place skincare. Hopefully you'll be interested in skincare things on YouTube. If not, I just won't do it anymore. But I want to give that a full shot. But I probably will buy this and start using it afterwards. Maybe it will take a full month to get to Sweden, to be honest. But I do think it looks... yeah, that is something that I want. That is something that I want. This is a sneak peek. This is from a page that I usually do not follow on Instagram. Someone tagged me in this, so I saved it. This is from beautynewspaper.gr. And this is the new Halloween collection by BH Cosmetics. This has already been up on the BH Cosmetics website. They themselves accidentally put it up, and then they took it down, so it's no longer up. So this is not me leaking anything. They leaked it themselves. This is going to be 5 9-pan palettes. It's going to be Scorpion, Sting, Ghost Pepper, Nightshade, Sub-Zero, and Venom. And then there are going to be a highlighter palette, some brush set, and a lip gloss, and some lashes. I feel, listen, I love you all know this. I love BH Cosmetics. I love their quality. I love all of the things from them. I thought we were past monochromatic palettes. I thought we had like skipped that, so I honestly don't know if I will get any of these. I honestly don't know. I do love BH Cosmetics, but weren't we like past monochromatic palettes? I thought we left that behind us. I guess not. This is an upcoming release from Vive. They're just showing a red lipstick. I don't know if they're gonna have more lipsticks than this red one. I don't know. But they also, if you go to Cult Beauty, again, this is not me sneak peeking anything. This has already been sneak peeked by Cult Beauty. If you go to Cult Beauty, you can see and sign up for their new eyeshadow palette. I'm also putting that here. I think it's called the Muse palette. It's like also a more of a neutral palette, but it's much more plum leaning than the first one that was much more warm orangey brown leaning. And I don't know if there's going to be more lipstick colors than this red one, but the lipstick formula and the lip liner formula from Vive are so good. I'm not in the market for a bright red lipstick. I'm not at all. But if they do release other colors as well, I might be in the market because I do like the formula. And their packaging is really, really pretty. And of course the eyeshadow palette, it's coming soon. I mean, it's already up on Cult Beauty to sign up for early access. So I'm just letting you know that there are news coming from Vive. Okay, more Colourpop. This is their Halloween collection. This is Hocus Pocus round 2. They also did announce that round 1 is coming back in stock as well. Why? Stupid phone, stop it. This is coming on September 20th. Okay, this is already available and it might be sold out, but they did I feel like they restocked at least once last year. Okay, every time I say I'm not into Hocus Pocus, there's always someone saying that like that's their childhood. Not that many countries celebrate Halloween, and when I was a kid I didn't even know what Halloween was. We never watched any Halloween movies. Halloween has come to Sweden and some people are celebrating it with their kids these past, like, I don't know, 10 years. So we didn't have a Halloween celebration when I was a kid, and I think there is like, I don't know, 10 to 20 maximum. I'm guessing around 10 countries in the world that celebrate Halloween. So I know that when you're in the US and Halloween is so big, it's such a big holiday that you think that everyone is as excited about Halloween as you are. For me, Halloween is a blip. It's literally not a holiday that I'm excited about at all because I never celebrated that. We didn't have that. I didn't even know what that was when I was a kid. This palette is cute, but it's not for me. It is a half neutral, half colorful, like 2 oranges. Or maybe it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean the 2 oranges, 2 purples, 2 teals, and then a couple of neutrals. This isn't for me. I really like that they did a black liquid lipstick for this collection. I don't hate this this collection. I just don't have that sentimental like grip. It doesn't have a grip on me like some things do. I like that there's a spider stamp, and if you buy the full collection, I think you can buy it with the black candle. Have I seen this movie? I feel like, yeah, I've seen it as an adult. I've seen it as an adult, but it was like, first time I saw it was like 5 years ago because people on YouTube were talking about it so much. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is not a collection for me. I don't hate it. I just don't have, it doesn't have a grip on me. There's a new palette from Nomad Cosmetics. It is the Haunted Europe eyeshadow palette. This front has like a 3D print, so the painting on the front will change when you flip it. It's a really cool cover and a really cool color story. Again, I'm not looking to review more eyeshadow palettes, but I like how this looks, and I like this is such a cool like way for Nomad Cosmetics to do a Halloween release, to do it on like horror destinations in Europe, and just make it a bit Halloween themed. Again, Halloween is not really a thing in most European countries, so it is what it is. It is what it is, but I will link all of these things down below in case you are interested. I was so confused when I saw this. This is the Morphe and Sour Patch Kids. I wonder if this is going to come to Europe, because I mean Sour Patch Kids is not a thing here. We don't have that candy. I never ate it ever before I came to US. I feel like it's a really, it's a nice candy though. I like sour things. It's like a gummy with some sour. If you've never ate it, it's like a gummy fruity candy with like sour sugar coating. It's a really tasty candy. This is, I mean, the packaging is pretty on point. The color story does have that acid green and acid yellow. Again, this doesn't have a pull on me. Because the first time I had Sour Patch Kids, I was literally an adult. So I feel nothing. Again, I am Switzerland. You're gonna have to let me know what you think. For me, it's a meh. It's a meh. This is the holiday collection from Chantecaille, and again, I am fresh out of kidneys to sell, but there is a highlighter balm, blush, and an eyeshadow, and these are $75 and $110. I mean, the packaging is beautiful, but listen, $110 for a highlighter? Like, yes, the packaging is pretty, but a highlighter for $110. Ma'am, no. Sit down. No. This is another one that's crazy, crazy expensive, and this is 99 pounds, so it's probably like $130, and this is the Eyes to Kill Eccentrico eyeshadow palette by Giorgio Armani. I mean, this is a masterpiece. It looks beautiful. But again, eyeshadow palettes in this price range are probably like, they're usually like a wash of color, and I'm not after that. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god, I still have so many things to talk about. There's a new eyeshadow palette from Adept Cosmetics. It's called Amunet. Swatches of this one looks really pretty. This is, Adept said that this is their version of a neutral palette. It is $56, and I'm pretty sure that it is, no, it says release date to be announced. But I mean, this looks really pretty. Again, me and a neutral palette, no. No, I don't need that, but I will say this looks, this isn't, again, a neutral palette that I can get on board with, because it has a couple of pops, it has a couple of duochromes. It seems to be like an interesting neutral palette. I have been a little bit more into neutral palettes, but with me being in the I wanna buy less eyeshadows, I probably should not be buying any more nude eyeshadow palettes, if we're gonna be honest, but I do think it looks really pretty. It looks really pretty. Oh, we're finally at this one. Oh, again, I would probably have mentioned this a lot earlier in the episode if I was not trying to keep everything in order. And this is the collaboration between Oden's Eye and Judy, and that's Makeup Corner, and Tina from the Fancy Face. I got sent this collection, and I was able to pre-film with this before I went on my vacation. I will leave my video down below. It has swatches and an eye look and like my thoughts on it, but quick summary. I love Oden's Eye Cosmetics. It is a Swedish indie brand based on Norse mythology. I am Swedish. I love these influencers that they have collabed with. I love all three of them. I think they're so talented and so sweet. Color stories are beautiful, and it is the normal, really good Oden's Eye quality. This is a really nice collection. I'm so happy for them. I was so excited when I got the mail letting me know about this. I'm just super excited, and do have a full video on this. I will leave that video down below. This video is already 200 million years long. But yes, if you were interested in this collection, if you think that this looks really fun, wait till you see the swatches. Click the video down below. Oh, this is the holiday release from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Primrose palette. This is already available. It is a 10-pan eyeshadow palette that sits together with 2 blushes. The packaging is a little bit changed. Apparently it is longer but slimmer, and the pans are a lot bigger than they used to be in the Anastasia palette, so apparently this one has a lot more product. I think it's really pretty. It's $55. I mean, again, I'm not looking to buy a new nude eyeshadow palette. Had Anastasia been a brand that people on my channel were genuinely super excited by, I might have bought this just to review it for you. But Anastasia does not seem to be a brand that you, as my viewers, are like extremely excited about, so that I didn't pick it up for that reason, because it's not a palette that I myself think that I would get a lot of use of or enjoy using after my review. I do really like the Anastasia eyeshadow palette formula though. I think it's a really good formula. I think I enjoy the blushes as well. I can't remember. It was a long time ago since they had powder blushes, but I personally am not the biggest fan of their like face and eye palette, but at least it's 2 blushes. It makes it a little smarter, but I just wish that those would be separate. That's just my personal preference. There is some new products coming from Glowish, which is this skincare infused brand by Huda Beauty. There are some new blushes coming, and there's a luminous pressed powder coming. I don't think I'm gonna pick up the blushes unless there is more colors than the 2 that I'm showing here, but the luminous pressed powder, that sounds like something that I could be interested in, because that is something that I enjoy using, and unless it's too icy, I feel like that could be something that I could enjoy. There are some new releases by Alien Cosmetics that has been announced and released during the time that I have been away, and there is a new 7-piece brush set that is available. Oh, it's releasing the day that you are watching this, on the 24th. And then there's also this Gigi Blush and Danny Highlighter, and they are available now. They are $10 each or $18 for the both of them. I don't 100% remember because I feel like these were... Let me look. This is what Alien Cosmetics said about this release on her Instagram. Let's talk about these newest items. These are really special to me. Why, you may ask? These are inspired by two younger sisters, Gigi and Dani, two fiery Scorpios. Two completely different personalities. Gigi, a quiet reader with a love of anime and manga. Dani, a feisty fashion and makeup lover. So these are inspired by her two younger sisters. I feel like that is super cool. I really like the highlighter formula from Alien Cosmetics, and I hope she comes up with more single highlighters and blushes. But I like this. It's like a tribute to her younger sisters. I think it's really cute. I think it's a cute release. I think she said she was sending something to me. I don't know if it's this. But yeah, I really like them. If I pick up something from Alien Cosmetics, I might pick up these because I think they're really pretty. There's some new 6-pan eyeshadow palettes from Colored Rain. These are, I think there are 4 different: Neutral, Wealthy, Pretty, and Sunset. I feel a bit sad because here's the thing. Colored Rain's matte formula was one of my absolute favorite colorful matte formulas. That Vivid Pigments bundle that they had, oh, it was so good. It was pressed pigments and they were immaculate. They were so good. And then they released that fruity, something fruity like, was it Fruity Explosion? No, that was the Kiko. Something, the Fruity Boost? I don't know. And I did not like that formula at all. Like, I did not like that palette. And now I'm like, if I thought that this was the great Colored Rain formula, I would be interested. But now I'm like weary. I'm like, what is this? So I'm gonna wait for reviews. Because I really did not like that new formula from Colored Rain. It was not my favorite. I know other people loved it. I just did not. There is a new collab between BK Beauty and Angie from Hot and Flashy. This is a brush set for $125 and there are 7 brushes in this set. It seems to be both face and eye brushes. I really like the BK brushes that I have. I use them all the time. I used one of them today for this eye look. I think they are extremely good quality. I don't watch Angie from Hot and Flashy, but I feel like just looking at the brushes that she picked here, I feel like if you were looking for a good quality brush set and you were just wanting to have something that's a little bit of everything, I think that this brush set looks really, really cute. I will link it down below. I feel like I have a code that's a non-affiliated code. It might be Agnieszka. I don't know if that's like possible to use on these like collaboration things, but if you were shopping for BK Beauty, you can always try Agnieszka because I'm pretty sure I have a code. I'm not 100% sure, but I will link this down below. If you're a fan of Angie, this might be something for you, or if you're in the market for a new brush set, I really do like the BK Beauty brushes. Okay, I'm gonna end this episode with talking about these new Infinite Chrome Flakes by Vanessa Myricks. These seem to be some kind of a gel formula that gives a very textured, like duochrome, sparkly look on the lid. I have seen on her Instagram her use it on different models, and I feel personally, this is me, I have very mature crinkly eyelids and I do my best to not emphasize that. And I feel like from what I see with her using this formula, I don't think that I would like how this looks on me, because I don't like super textured flaky shadows that makes my eyelids look more crinkly than they are. The colors look beautiful and everything just looks beautiful except the structure. I don't want that texture structure thing on my lids. Tried something like that before and I just wasn't the biggest fan. It's not for me. We all have our different preferences and I know there's a lot of people out there that love that texture look. I'm just not one of them. I don't think that this would be for me at all. Okay, I have talked and this video is so long and I've been talking and I need to end at some point. If you feel like there was something I should have talked about that I missed, please let me know. We are gonna have probably a longer episode next week as well. There's a couple of things here that I didn't talk about that I probably will save for next week. And we are in the middle of holiday release season, so there is probably gonna be some more holiday releases to talk about. Don't forget to check the description box. Don't forget to check the pinned comment. Thank you so much for being here. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Listen, bunch of you, I I watch analytics. A bunch of you watching this are not subscribed. I would love to see you subscribe to my channel. And I will see you again. What day is this? I will see you again on Monday for a new video. Bye!